Hello YouTube, how you guys doing today? Thanks for stopping by, being a passenger on the P Reacts Daily Train. I appreciate everybody that's been coming by and helping out with the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out, especially since I'm a newer channel. Also, it helps with the algorithm. Don't forget, this is not a substitute for the original content, so go over to the original artist, watch it on their channel, give them a like, show them some love. Also, we don't redistribute any of the content, so we're following all the copyright rules. My name is P, and we'll get started on this video as soon as we see our disclaimer. Alrighty, today's video we have some Tom McDonald, and this one is Final Warning, Reclaim America 2026. So let's check this out and see what this is all about.
Yeah. This ain't red or blue. It's about you. Listen close. We grew up believing the dream was alive. Wife and's vision, work hard, you thrive. Now the rent too high and the hope too low, and the middle class fading like a ghost. We arguing screens while they stacking the chips. Main Street drowning, Wall Street lit. We divided by design, that's the trick. Keep us fighting so we never flip. It ain't left, it ain't right, it's power at the top. Same old circles, same old talk. Campaign smiles, backstage plots. Promise change and nothing swaps. They self-feel like it's primetime gold. Every headline crafted bold. Outrage trending, truth controlled. While real problems go untold. I'm not here to spark a flame, I'm here to say we share the blame. We let the system stay the same, then we can't just point and name. If we don't stand for something bigger, we just numbers on a ledger. If we don't speak, they pull the lever, and the silence lasts forever. This a final warning. Hear the sirens in the morning. If we don't wake up now, we'll watch it fade without a sound.
Alright, so far this is pretty good. A lot of truth bomb stuff in this. Yeah, it's basically, it sounds like he's singing about wake up, listen to what's going on. I know a lot of people have their differences and everything like that, but you got to understand the government and the country are two different things. So if you're saying you hate the country, that means you're saying you hate the people. So you guys got to make it clear when you're talking, especially on the internet, saying, oh, I don't like the United States. Well, no, it's, you probably don't like the government. It's probably what you're talking about. So the country is the people. The flag is the people. The government is the government. So you got to make yourself clear, especially because when people from outside the country hear stuff like that, they think you're talking about the entire country, and you're not. You're talking about the government. And mostly 9 out of 10 times people are talking about the government when they say the country, but you don't mean the country. And don't always believe all the crap you hear on the news either, because half the news is fake anymore. It's all about the story they want to tell instead of telling you what's really going on. Back when I was growing up, the news, you would have the newscaster sitting there telling the news with a straight face, didn't have any opinion, none of that crap like it is nowadays. Nowadays, you got people laughing at certain things or saying this is bad about certain things and kind of brainwashing you to think the way they think. Back in the early days, they would just sit there with a straight face, you wouldn't know what they thought one way or another, and then you would form your own opinion. And they reported the news of what it was, and then you decided one way or another. Nowadays, these news people are just like, oh, let's hear the news, then we're going to make up our own story about this and make it go whatever way we decide it's going to go. So now it's swaying people, and that's what's creating all the fighting nowadays, and the negativity and the negative stuff. And there's a lot of people that come into the country and become American citizens that brainwash other Americans and get them thinking that America's bad when it's not. America is one of the best countries you could live in. I don't care how bad America gets, it's still going to be one of the best countries, no matter what. And if you don't believe that, take a trip, go to another country, go to Russia, go to China, go to North Korea. Well, I wouldn't advise going there. You may not leave there. Um, but go to some of these other countries. Even go to the UK now. The UK is, everybody thinks it's like the United States, but not really. It's becoming a very uh, unfree place to live, I guess you could say, where you can't say certain things or you get arrested, or you do certain things, you get arrested. Just for having something like a big knife, you can get arrested and go to prison. So, yeah, and so if you think it's so much better somewhere else, go live there for a year and then come back and tell me how much more you like it here. I can almost guarantee 90 out of 100% that you're going to like it better in the United States. Plus, you go to these other countries and you can't just say and do what you want all the time like you can in the US. Like for instance, a good example right now is Iran. Look at Iran. I'm watching people on YouTube and on videos and on social media saying, "Oh, I want to go live in Iran and I'm gay." I was like, "You go to Iran being gay and you say that out loud, you're going to be murdered. They're going to kill you for being gay. They're going to kill you for talking like that. You talk bad about the government, they're going to kill you." I mean, do you guys not hear what's going on over there? That they just killed like 30,000 of their own citizens because they were talking bad about the government. Yeah, I mean, you guys got to really watch the news from other countries too, not just the United States news, because the United States news, there's maybe only a couple channels that are kind of okay, but a lot of them are just one-sided and they're not going to tell you anything, and they're just all like random craziness anymore. They want to create chaos so they can take over the country, because what's going on is they're trying to make the United States not as free and trying to be so they can make it to where they're going to pretty much give everybody everything and then take over and get rid of everything. They're going to get rid of the guns so we can't fight back. They're going to do this, that, and the other thing. And they're trying to make it pretty much like Russia and China is pretty much what the government wants, because the rich want to get richer. And the only way to do that is make everybody poor and unprepared and fighting with each other so they can slowly take over. And then it'll be the poor country and the rich politicians. That's the way it's going to end up if people don't start waking up. But yeah, I mean, watch other countries' news. Watch UK news. Watch Australian news. Watch German news. Watch India news. Watch all these different, like 6 different news places, and then compare what they're all saying. If they're all saying one thing, then it's probably kind of true. But if one person's saying this, but the others aren't, then that's just a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of bull. But yeah, you guys need to wake up and start paying attention to what's going on and follow these things. One thing too in the US, I don't really watch the news. I watch Congress. I watch a lot of live sessions on Congress to see what's really going on. That's what when they had this thing about the Democrats had the government shut down and were saying that, oh, it's Trump, it's Trump, it's Trump. I was watching Congress. I was watching this live sessions in Congress, and I watched the Democrats vote no, not to reopen the government. So it's like, how is it Trump's fault when you guys are the ones voting no, we don't want to reopen the government? It's like, so people need to stop just being sheeps and following and start doing the research and watching and see what's really going on. Then you'll see who's the good people and who's the bad. But yeah, let's get back to this video and check out some more of this.
This the final warning. Hear the sirens in the morning. If we don't wake up now, we'll watch it fade without a sign. your neighbor. Don't mean raging, don't mean anger. It means work before the labels. It means country over danger. We've been fed a steady diet. A division sparked a riot. If we unify.
Yeah, there's a good example. Country over danger. So anybody who's not willing to put the United States first over some possible danger, like the terrorists in Iran, Iran has been known for decades that they're the ones that hates America. They're the ones that fund the terrorists. So if it wasn't for Iran giving all these different Hezbollah and Al Qaeda and ISIS all this money, we wouldn't be getting these attacks against us, and they wouldn't be getting attacks against other countries. And it's not Iran, the people, the country, it's Iran, the government. They're the ones that was doing all this. So, and the people of Iran have been asking one of the presidents of the United States for years, decades, to help us. And Trump finally said, okay, I'll help you. He's the only president that decided he would help the people. And now that, and all these other Democrats that are trying to ruin the country for the United States and love war, they're the ones that are bitching and complaining because he's helping them. And if you watch videos of people in Iran and Americans that are Iranian that came here from Iran to get away from the craziness, every one of them are celebrating that we have attacked them. So if the people of the country love it and they're celebrating it, then why is any American getting mad about it? It makes no sense. It's like you don't give a crap about anybody but yourselves if you're feeling that way. And this is why the Democrats ain't going to be in power ever again, probably, because of their stupidity. But anyway, let's get back to this.
Fighting quiet, they be nervous, can't deny it. Freedom fragile, not guaranteed. They don't survive on apathy. It takes voices, it takes belief, it takes courage when it's hard to speak. You can disagree without the war, without trying to cancel yours. Democracy ain't keeping score. It's debate that makes it strong. At core, corruption ain't a party trait. It grows wherever there's no weight, no oversight, no consequence. That's how trust begins to break. The people lose their backbone. If we trade our rights for comfort zones, if we let the truth get overthrown, we'll wake up strangers in our home. This the final warning. Hear the pressure, feel it forming. If we don't wake up now, we'll let it crumble to the ground. This the final warning. Hear the pressure, feel it forming. If we don't wake up now, we'll let it crumble to the ground. Reclaim America, waste breaks. Reclaim doesn't mean rewind. It means remember what worked. It means fix what's broken. It means protect the rights of the person you disagree with as fiercely as your own. That's strength. We need schools that teach to think, not just what to say and tweet. We need leaders who don't blink when donors whisper from their seats. We need media to tell it straight, not tailor truth that generate clicks and chaos, feed the hate while real solutions sit and wait. Reclaim the work ethic, reclaim debate, reclaim the idea that it's okay to sit at a table and disagree without calling names and walking away. Reclaim the fact that law's blind, not been for yours, not been for mine. Reclaim the spine of a nation's mind where principle stands over party line. And if we fail, it's not one side, it's all of us who let it slide. History don't care who cried, it writes in ink what we decide. This ain't a three, this a wake-up call. If we fall divided, we all fall. No savior coming through that door. It's who is for nothing at all. Oh, this the final warning, not a threat, it's a calling. If we don't rise above, we lose the country that we love. We lose the country that we love. Reclaim America with truth. Reclaim it, starting with the youth. Reclaim it, with a fearless proof. Reclaim it, lives in me and you. No, nothing. No more screaming past each other. No more letting power hover. If this republic's gonna last, it's gonna take us, not another. This the final warning. This the final warning.
Yeah. This ain't red or blue. It's about you. Listen close.
We grew up believing the dream was a lie. White fence vision, work hard, you thrive. Now the rent too high and the hope too low. In the middle class fading like a ghost. We arguing screens while they stacking the chips. Main Street drowning, Wall Street lit. We divided by design, that's the trick. Keep us fighting so we never flip. It ain't left, it ain't right, it's power at the top. Same old circle, same old talk. Campaign smiles, backstage plot. Promise change and nothing swapped. They sell fear like it's primetime gold. Every headline crafted bold. Outreach training, truth control. Our real problems go untold. I'm not here to spark a flame, I'm here to say we share the blame. If we let the system stay the same, then if we don't stand for something bigger, we just numbers on a ledger. If we don't speak, they pull the lever and the silence lasts forever. If we don't stand for something bigger, we just numbers on a ledger. If we don't speak, they pull the lever and the silence lasts forever. This the final warning. Hear the sirens in the morning. If we don't wake up now, we'll watch it fade without a sound. Yeah. Reclaim don't mean erase your neighbor, don't mean raging, don't mean anger. It means work before the labels. It means country over danger. We've been fed a steady diet of division, sparked a riot. If we unified and quiet, they be nervous, can't deny it. Freedom fragile, not guaranteed. It don't survive on apathy. It takes voices, it takes belief, it takes courage when it's hard to speak. You can disagree without the war, without trying to cancel yours. Democracy ain't keeping scores. Debate that makes it strong at core. Corruption ain't a party trait. It grows wherever there's no way, no oversight, no consequence. That's how trust begins to break. If the people lose their backbone, if we trade our right for comfort zones, if we let the truth get overthrown, we'll wake up strangers in our home.
This the final warning. Hear the pressure, feel it forming. If we don't wake up now, we'll let it crumble to the ground.
This the final warning. Hear the pressure, feel it forming. If we don't wake up now, we'll let it crumble to the ground. Reclaim doesn't mean rewind. It means remember what worked. It means fix what's broken. It means protect the rights of the person you disagree with as fiercely as your own. That's strength. We need schools that teach to think, not just what to say and tweet. We need leaders who don't blink when donors whisper from their seats. We need media that tells it straight, not tailored truths that generate clicks and chaos, feed the hate while real solutions sit and wait. Reclaim the work ethic, reclaim debate. Reclaim the idea that it's okay to sit at a table and disagree without calling names and walking away. Reclaim the fact that law is blind, not bent for yours, not bent for mine. Reclaim the spine of a nation's mind where principle stands over party line. And if we fail, it's not one side, it's all of us who let it slide. History don't care who cried, it writes in ink what we decide. This ain't a threat, it's a wake-up call. If we fall divided, we all fall. No saving coming through that door. It's Zeus or nothing at all.
This the final warning. Not a threat, it's a calling. If we don't rise above, we lose a country that we love.
This the final warning. Reclaim it started with the youth. Reclaim it with a fearless proof that freedom lives in me and you. No more screaming past each other, no more letting power over. If this republic's gonna last, it's gonna take us, not another. This the final warning. This the final warning.
Alrighty, nice video. Yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You beautiful people have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.